Hey guys, Editing Ed here. I just wanted to let you know that the microphone didn't record properly during this video, so the audio you're hearing just for my voice is actually the camera audio. Guitar recorded fine. Consequently, it isn't the best quality audio, so apologies for that. I'll have to get it fixed for the next one. Hey guys, I'm Ed Clarke, and today another Learn That Lick, this time the Richie Sambora edition. Before I get into it, please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps out the channel massively. And when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away this signed fuzz pedal that I used on the latest Brave Rival album. I'd also like to draw your attention to my rather awful looking facial hair. This isn't because I think it looks good, it's because I'm raising money for Movember. I set a target, we smashed the target, I've doubled the target, so if you'd like to donate, please hit the link that's in the description box below. I'm raising money for all sorts of men's health, including mental health, prostate cancer, and a lot more. Back to the lesson though. So the lick I'm looking at from that intro solo is the bit in the middle with the weird slidey stuff going on. So like I mentioned earlier, this is something that I got from Richie Sambora. I believe it's in the You Give Love a Bad Name solo. Essentially what Richie doing is hammer-ons and pull-offs on his left hand and sliding the pick along the same string. You get the timing right and you get a really cool effect. It sounds like this. And then resolve to the root at the end there. So, first thing you want to do is get the left hand right. So all I'm doing is I'm looking, in this case, at the A minor pentatonic. I'm looking at the 5th and 8th frets on the B string, and I'm just hammering on and pulling off between them. The key here is to make sure you've got it in time so that the 8th fret is on the beat. So surprisingly difficult to click and do that at the same time. There you go. The idea being that it's absolutely metronomic, and on every other 8th fret, we're going to add that slide in. So all I'm doing is taking the side of my plectrum, this bit here, and dragging it gently along the same string I'm tapping on. That's it. Now I'm aiming roughly for the 10th fret, which would be my root note. But because I'm sliding so fast, you don't need to be that accurate with it as long as you get the string. Now, like I said, I'm doing on every other 8th fret. So essentially you get slide, slide, but you still keep hammering the whole time. The reason is, if I don't, you get quite a messy note after the slide because there's nothing really picking that note. So if I keep the hammer on going, even though you can't hear the 8th fret, you get a good rhythm going on your left hand and you can hear all the notes. So what we have is... Now, each one of those is on a beat, but obviously because of the slide, it's slightly blurred. So you can kind of get away with it being a little bit loose and free. So the way I implement this is I pick the first note and then I end by sliding up 2 frets to that root. So. Worth noting that what I'm actually doing is that first hammer on is a bit fast, so I'm kind of snatching up to the 8th fret. So I pick on the 5th fret, but snatch it up. But it's not quite, but it's not quite, it's... I can't exactly tell you why I do that, it's just a habit I've got into. So like I said earlier, the key here is to make sure the hammer-ons and pull-offs are in time with the 8th fret on that beat each time. The reason being, you can get away with the left hand being a bit sloppy and loose, and that actually kind of adds to the vibe of the thing. But as long as the hammer-ons plus are in time, you're going to sound like you're on top of the beat. Now, there's no particular reason this needs to be done on these particular strings, and of course you can move it around for different keys. You can do it on literally any hammer-ons you like. Because the slide isn't really pitched, I'm kind of targeting the root, like I said, but very loosely. What happens if I don't? It still works, so you don't even need to target the root really. And because of that, you can use any hammer-ons you like, be that in the pentatonic, on any string, or other notes from a scale. So instead of pentatonic, let's just go over a normal minor scale. So let's do 2 semitones. A little bit dark sounding, that one. Or maybe a root up to the 2nd. Get a different vibe with each one depending on which part of the scale you're looking at. So the way I use this in a solo tends to be as a little statement. So you'll notice that in that intro solo, I did it when the rhythm guitars dropped out to be a lot more spacious, to leave that bit of a gap. I tend to find those are the opportunities where this works really, really well. The thing is, because it is quite an unusual thing to do, it's not one of those licks you can get away with throwing in every song in a set. If it was something like, you could do that 5, 6, 7 times a night, no one's really going to realise. However, if you start doing this in every single song, people are going to think you've only got one idea. So the downside of this lick is it is a little bit of a one-off. You can use it in one place and make it a real feature there, so use it wisely. I tend to use it, like I say, when there's a little bit more space, when I want something that's a flurry, but maybe not an organised sounding flurry, so not like a fast run, something that I want to be a little bit chaotic. Use that as you will. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to be notified on new videos. Have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next time.